Well, good morning, everybody. If you're joining me live again, thank you for tuning in again. Had a few technical issues in the first video, so I decided I just wanted to re-record this. And let's move on and get to the video. So this video is my thoughts on the Mavic Air 2. Watched tons of videos this morning, and I do like the drone. However, TLDR, probably would not be buying one, but more on this after this. So thank you guys for tuning in again. My name is Jeff Hagan. I'm a filmmaker and director of photography based in South Florida. And this is a channel where I post some of my work, some BTS from that work, and talk about gear. And this is a gear video. So we're talking today about the Mavic Air 2. And I am a Mavic Pro 2 owner, or Mavic 2 Pro, however you go. All the names are a little confusing, but I really do like DJI drones. I've been flying various DJI drones pretty much since late 2012, 2013. From the inception of the DJI Phantom. I've had the Phantom 2, the Phantom 3 Pro. I've even had a Phantom 3 Advanced, Standard, DJI Spark, Mavic Pro 2, blah, blah. Yeah, so I've gone through and I've really liked their products. So when I talk about it in this video, it's going to be me speaking from my experience of using those products and also watching all of the videos on the Air 2, because I wouldn't necessarily go out and purchase one. And I'm going to explain why now. So the Mavic Air 2 is a really cool drone, and I did plan on showing you guys some stuff from the website. However, my streaming computer that I use to do these, for whatever reason, it's not the strongest computer, so I'm really just going to stick with talking about it. But the Air 2 has 4K 60 video. It has a 48 megapixel mode. Notice I say mode. And the body itself looks very similar to the Mavic 2 series. Now, normal pictures on the Air 2 are 12 megapixel. However, if you use a special mode, you do get a 48 megapixel picture. Takes a little bit longer to do, but it is a 48 megapixel picture. You see a difference in the image quality. It's just not natively a 48 megapixel camera. It is kind of a marketing thing, but it can generate that image. So the reason I said in the beginning of the video I probably wouldn't pick one of these up is when you look at the image quality of the Air 2, it is absolutely not horrible, but it is not comparable to the Mavic 2 series. I don't have much experience with the zoom, but I have tons of experience with the Mavic 2 Pro, and the image quality out of that drone is absolutely spectacular. I used to do a lot of drone work. Now I really just use the drone for my own purposes, for my own projects. So I have that drone option. And that's kind of why I never went past the Mavic 2 series, why I got rid of my Phantom 4 Pro when the Mavic 2 came out, just because I wanted something a little bit more portable, a little bit easier to bring along with me, and something that had powerful image quality that can somewhat match some of my more powerful cameras, especially when I'm not using this drone for primary work. Now, the Air 2, I wouldn't necessarily say is a professional's tool, but it is that nice in-between step between having a Mavic Mini and having the Mavic 2 series, or specifically the Mavic 2 Pro. If you went out and you just bought a Mavic Mini, I would not really necessarily worry about getting the Mavic Air 2. I think that if you were going to get a step up from the Mavic Mini, you would have gone for the Air at the time. And again, I don't think the image quality on the Air 2 is much better than the Air, but it just has additional features like the 4K 60. It has like 240 frames a second and 1080, but it's very mushy. I would kind of consider that mode very similar to the image quality of the original Spark. Probably a little bit worse than the image quality on the Mavic Mini. But overall, it is a pretty decent drone for the money. If you're not necessarily a pro, but you want a better image quality and something that you can add to your work that's better than a Mini, I would say probably go for the Air 2. I really have no skin in the game, whether you do or not. It does look like an interesting drone, but if you're looking for a professional drone that does 10-bit, that has that next level image quality, you don't have the detail on the Air that you still have on the Mavic 2 Pro. Now, a lot of people are looking at the Air and they're going, oh, well, there's a Mavic 3 coming out soon, isn't there? And, I'm not going to say there is or there isn't. I think it's a lot further away than people think it's going to be, because when you look at the image quality between the two, the Pro is just so much better, not only as the image quality for video and pictures, but the way that the drone flies. It's just a lot more stable. It's a much better drone overall. And it seems that the Mavic Air 2 is almost, an improved version of the Mavic Air as far as the drone, but the camera is pretty much like the Osmo Pocket. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's kind of how you can correlate the image quality and why it looks the way it does. So it's not the craziest step up in the world, but it has some cool things. The Fly More combo comes with some ND filters. Weirdly enough, doesn't come with more batteries from the reviews I've seen. Has extra props. It's an extra $200. Maybe the reviews that I saw, they just happen to not have the extra batteries in it. But it should come with extra batteries, you'd think, for the extra $200, but you never know. The flight time is about 34 minutes, which is pretty decent. It's a little bit longer than the Mavic 2 series, but not much longer. But like I said earlier, it's a really cool drone. Probably wouldn't buy it myself, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. I just kind of wanted to put this video out to manage expectations of what this drone is, what it's going to deliver, what it has. And it's a pretty decent drone overall, but it isn't anything super new. It's a lot. It's almost like taking some features from the Mavic 2 series, taking some features from the Air, combining together what the consumer wants and coming out with a really cool consumer level drone. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you did like it, please hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that typical YouTube stuff. And that's pretty much it for this one. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Typical live stuff. Yep. Funny computer.